This is a very evocative monument for Allie and her two nameless babes who never knew the trials of this world. Alice Coma died at age 29, giving birth to twin babies. And they all three are buried right here. Her husband chose a monument that just has all sorts of symbolism. Whether he knew the significance of the symbolism or whether it was just something that appealed to him, we don't know today. But to begin with, he chose a cross on a tripartite base representing the Trinity. And there is ivy coming up the base, and ivy has a tripartite leaf which also symbolizes the Trinity. And ivy is a clinging vine which symbolizes clinging memory. And there is the belief that as long as you are remembered, you yet live. So ivy appears on a number of monuments. We also have oak leaves over here that represent strength. And on top of the oak leaves is the dove with the olive leaf in its beak, and the dove is the messenger of God. The roses coming up the cross are said to be symbolic of the Virgin Mary and of beauty. Down here we have wheat, which normally represents old age, ripeness. It also represents a prosperous life, one of fulfillment. Of course, we know that she did not live to ripe old age, but maybe everything else bespoke her attainments on this monument. There are other things that I want you to notice about this lot. To begin with, you can see the railroad over my shoulder. When Allie was buried here, that railroad did not exist. It did not exist for the first 30 years of this cemetery. And the trains that rumbled back and forth along here until relatively recent years changed the terrain up here. The vibrations from the train are very, when I used to be standing here when a train would come by, I could feel it underneath my feet. So in this lot, which the family terraced and brought in fill dirt to make a level lot with retaining walls, the fill dirt settled at a different rate than the natural geological formation. And so now you can see that the platform for Allie's marker has sunk towards the center of the lot. And there are other monuments on this lot that are sinking, and a huge obelisk which has broken very massive footers that it is seated on, and it will topple one day. But that is what happens when vibrations cause the land to shift underneath the monuments. Fortunately, no trains are rumbling past here anymore. That has been stopped by the university. There are many, many people buried in Oconee Hill Cemetery who have surnames that are the names of towns surrounding Athens. And that is true of this family. The town of Coma took its name from the family of Alice's husband.